Okay, so just to illustrate, I'm gonna show you guys now how to equip all of your tournament variations. Once you do this, it'll be pretty much set to default on all the different sections, towers of time, um, practice mode especially, and the classic towers and all that. So what you want to do here is let's pick up where we left off with Baraka, right? Okay, so we know that I'm on Baraka. Okay, we established that. So now that you know how to find your character, you know how to figure out if you get lost on the character select screen because it doesn't tell your name. Let's go ahead and switch the variations. So first things first is, again, keep in mind that when you pick your character, you land on the variation section. So I'm gonna pick Baraka because we know for a fact we're on him right now. Okay, so this is like your normal character select screen. You actually land on the variations. Variation 1, you go to the right. Variation 2, you go to the right. Variation 3, or custom variation, whatever. So what you want to do first is, obviously, you're going to go to variation 1. That's where you're going to customize your equip your tournament variation. And the way you do that is you select it. So let's select variation 1. Okay, so we are back at those tabs again. So the first time we only used R1. Just we pressed it once and it took us to that section when we went to the right for the intros. And here, because you're gonna equip your abilities is on the third tab. So right now, basically, you gotta press R1 twice to get to the ability section. So we're gonna go there. 1, 2. Okay. So now here, this is the ability section. However, there's an extra step that you want to do here. Once you land on the abilities, because you're gonna be setting up variations, not just abilities, you're gonna press square. Okay. Once you press square, the way the layout is a little, I don't recall exactly, but I know that towards the bottom is where all the actual like full tournament variations are located. Now, this menu wraps, so you don't have to go all the way down, and what's easier is just going up. Okay, and we're gonna do it the following way. So instead of going down, we're gonna go up a certain amount of times when we choose our variation 1, 2, and 3, and there's a pattern. Okay, for variation 1, because you wanna keep them in order, that they have it on the default settings. So you wanna go up 4 times. Because we're working on our variation 1, so it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, you land there and you're gonna press X to select it. Okay, and then if you want to verify that it worked, you press X again. It just makes that like the error noise. See that? Yeah, it makes that noise. So right there, you just equipped variation 1. Okay, so, and it'll save once you're done. Just press circle. Okay, right here, you're at the variation section again. You're not back at the character select screen until you hear this noise. When you hear that, you're back at the character select screen. Okay, remember, we're landing back on Baraka again. It's not gonna move. This is what's good about this. Once you find your character. So now let's do variation 2. Same steps. Okay, so you press on Baraka. Because we're doing variation 2, I'm gonna go once to the right. Press X. Here's where the tabs are. I'm gonna press R1 twice. Okay, and then I'll press square. And since I went 4 times up the first time, in here I'm gonna go up 3 times. 1, 2, 3. That's gonna be variation 2. Okay, it's set up. Okay, so let's back out. Once. Now we're back at a Baraka again. As a character select screen. So this final step for variation 3 is a little tricky because we're gonna be landing on the customization tab, like not tab but variation, where you can equip abilities, all that stuff. So it kind of gives you more leeway because the game shipped with 2 variations originally. So, and here you can press, once you press Baraka. Okay, this menu wraps, so you could go twice to the right or once to the left. I choose to go once to the left because that helps me to makes it easier for me. But you can go twice to the right if you want. So I'm gonna go once to the left, and I'm gonna press X to select the variation. So variation 3. This is where it's a little different. right here you want to press X again, because this is where you select your icons or how you want your variation to look like. So I just press X because I don't care about what the icons look like. It's the default icon. Okay, when you do that, because you just equipped an icon, you're back again on the variations tab. And luckily you end up on the same one you've been working on, so variation 3. So because we're back on the variation tab, I'm going to press X again to go to the all the different customization options, and I'm going to press R1 twice, just like we did with the other two. And then you press square, and this time, because we're doing variation 3, you're going to go up twice only. 1, 2, equip it, and it's done, and that's it. You have your three variations. Okay, so that is how you set it up, how to set up your variations. Be sure to kind of follow the steps as you go, and if you want me to guide you and to help you set them up at a different way, please feel free to hit me up and I'll be more than happy to help you out. So the final step I want to show you is how to customize, how to figure out that if you're using the right variations, and how to switch them around in practice mode. All right, so let's go ahead and do that next.